Hi everyone, today will be slightly different. We're going to be making our own dividers, which is so exciting. I've been wanting to make a tutorial, but it's just hard to record the computer or the iPad and actually talk, and it's going to be a long one, and my kids are very loud, so it's just very hard, but I think I'm finally getting it. So let's get started. So first we're going to open up Design Space. If you have Silhouette, you should be able to do it as well. We're going to open up a square box and unlock it and size it to whatever planner size divider you're going to use. Hey Planner Girl has a nice little printable that tells you all the planner sizes. So here I'm going to need 5 dividers, so we're going to duplicate it 5 times. Take one of the dividers and we're gonna now size up the tabs. You can look up rounded square like here, I did here, or just do a regular square. It's up to you. I prefer the rounded corners, so we're gonna use this image. Now you're gonna duplicate that 5 times as well, so 1 for each tab, and I just space it accordingly. And you're gonna just play around with it. This is how I do it. I'm sure there's like mathematicians that can do this better than this, but this is what I do. I just space it out until I like the space. What you could do is align it on the bottom and distribute horizontally. Now if you're doing side tabs, you're gonna distribute vertically, but it's the same process here. So now I'm still not happy with the little curve, so I'm just gonna space it out a little bit more and distribute horizontally again, and I think this is better. What do you think? So now you just select all of them, make sure it's locked so that none of the spaces will be moved, and you're gonna space it out with your dividers. So now I want top dividers, so I'm gonna space it out with the top part of the divider. Here I'm just changing the colors to white, so when we print it out, it's gonna be all white. And you're gonna, like I said, space it out. And make sure you zoom in here, because sometimes it's like, look how there's a little bit more space out there. So just make sure you're zooming in and making sure everything is lined up correctly. Now you're gonna take the divider and yep, you see here, I'm just putting it forward so I can see if it's lined up, and I see how much space the top tabs are actually out from the divider. So for me, I just eyeball everything to what you're happy with. I'm not a measuring girl, even with cooking. So now you're gonna take the dashboard, I guess you call it, and the divider and weld it together like that, and then take a second dashboard and you're gonna select it and the one that you already did. So I selected the bottom part, and you're gonna align bottom and align left so it'll be even. Take the top that's done already, and now you're gonna take the divider that you're gonna get next and weld it with the new dashboard. So you're welding the 2 tabs and the tab and the divider together like that, and then you're gonna keep going. So make sure you're aligning bottom and to the right or left, wherever your divider is that's already done. I don't know if I'm making sense here, but you're avoiding moving all the dividers that are lined up. You're only moving the one that's already being made, So now that all of that is welded, you're gonna line it all back up again because we still have to label them. So line it up on the bottom and align it on the right or left, doesn't matter. So you're gonna pick a font. Since we're printing these, just like the one I made for my sister, the font doesn't really matter. Now if you're foiling or I don't know, I guess if you're only foiling, you're gonna, or writing actually, if you're gonna be writing with a Cricut marker, you're gonna want like a writing font, obviously. But I am just printing, so I'm just gonna pick whatever font. This is the Bodoni font that I always use. And I'm making a home management planner, so I'm using these dividers as tabs for my family members. It's gonna be my husband's name, Marlon, Carissa, me, and my 3 sons. So everybody will have a section in the home divider. So what I'm doing is just spacing it out the way I want it, and I will duplicate so everything is the same font, same size, and everything. Again, duplicate it, and then write the next name or label. I find it easier this way. And I also suggest that you line it up, like center it the way you want it. I only eyeball it. I'm not sure if there's a way to do it. You can't technically center it because it might center it with the divider, the whole divider, you understand? So just center it the way you would like it and eyeball it. It doesn't need to be lined up because we can always align top or align bottom, but you would have to center it yourself. So my last one is Ryan, and you're just gonna line it up there and make sure everything's lined up. Here we're gonna align to the top to make sure all of them are lined up, and put it back in the divider, making sure that you select all the dividers again, and then line it up. Now what we're gonna do is go on the layers, and we're going to pick the name and the divider that it's gonna sit on. So Ryan will go on the last divider, pick that, and you're gonna flatten it. Flatten it will make it a printout. Instead of cutting all the RYAN, it's gonna flatten it to the page, and it's gonna print it out and just cut around the divider. Now we're gonna do all of that, and we're pretty much done. And you're just gonna print it in white paper, print it, laminate it, and then you cut it. You could also do vellum paper, print it, laminate it, and cut it, or in a cardstock, print it, cut it. And I've also seen people use Dollar Tree mats. I don't think you definitely cannot print on that, but you can use sticker labels for it. And that's pretty much it. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below. I'll be happy to help you, and I'll show you the finished product once I'm done. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if it helped you or if you have any more questions. Okay, bye.